everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the November 2019 Younique customer Kudos. The Kudos is essentially a bundle of products that are available at a discounted price. So for this month, you get your choice of a mascara. Today I'm going to be applying a brand new tube of Moodstruck 40 Epic One-Step Fiber Mascara. I know it's the longest name ever, but what they really want you to be able to do is, from the name, understand what the product is. So it is a one-step fiber mascara. You all know me, I always stick it down my shirt to kind of warm it up and allow it to go on a lot smoother. It will be interesting because this is a brand new tube. The FDA recommends that you change out your mascara every 3 months. So it's the beginning of November. If you haven't changed out your mascara since July, essentially the beginning of the school year, it's time for you to get a new one. And I always post links in the comments to both the deal of the month as well as the individual products that I feature. So make sure you check that out. And if you have any questions, you can always message me on my business page as well, my Facebook business page. I put that in the description as well. Before I forget, today I used the Moodstruck Crush Lip Powder for my lips, okay? I feel like I got a little bit right there. And now I just made it weird. Does that look better? Okay, that looks better. So what I did is I put on the lip powder and then I topped it with my Hottie Lip Plumper. That is why my lips look so full and shiny and fabulous. This is like, has a little bit of peppermint in it, so it helps to get the blood flowing in your lips and gives that more full appearance. And the lip powder is long wearing. So it is a powder to liquid lipstick. Love it. Okay, total sidebar there. Let me talk about this month's Kudos. So you get your choice of the mascara, the one I have down my shirt. Then you get to build out your own custom quad palette. So this is the one I'm going to be using today because I'm going to be using it on both my face and my eyes. I know, super crazy and amazing, but I love it. And you get to pick. There are 50-something shadows to choose from, a variety of matte, shimmer, metallic, satin. So really whatever shade you're looking for, guaranteed to have it. These are very highly pigmented and just really fabulous shadows. I have a lot of them. I actually keep them typically in my 25 palette holder because I have so many of them. So those are my mattes and satins, and then let me show you my metallics and shimmers. So just a lot of options. As you can see, I'm a very neutral kind of person, but whatever you're into, they most likely have it, okay? So let's get started with this tutorial. So I'm gonna start with the eyes first. Now, the one thing to note is that you should always start out with your Moodstruck Eye Primer. Putting this all over your eyes, letting it set for about 5 minutes really allows those pigments to pop, to prevent them from creasing and holding them in place all day long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my fluffy crease brush and I'm gonna go in to this really nice light pink color here first. It's called Understood. I had to look at my little cheat sheet there for a second. And I'm gonna just dust this in the crease, the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. And what this is gonna do is kind of serve as the transition color as I go in with some of those darker pigments, okay? I will tell you, there's typically not a lot of fall off. That's why I felt confident going ahead and putting on my foundation products. That's one thing I have found is a little bit different compared to drugstore. Sometimes with drugstore, you get a lot of fall off. And I'm not really, have ever really experienced that with my Younique pigments. So again, just taking that, if you want it darker, you can just continue to build that product into the crease and kind of bring it up a little bit more. And this is gonna allow you, like I said, to build those darker pigments on top of this, onto your lid. Okay, so then what I do is I take my blending brush and I just kind of blend that out to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. I have my little mirror over here, so that's why I keep looking over here. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this darker brown color here called Earthly. It's a really nice matte brown color. And I'm just gonna take that in the outer corner and right above my pupil to add some dimension into that crease. And then again, taking my blending brush and just blending that out so that there are no harsh lines. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this metallic light pink color called Gentle. I'm going to use my cream shadow brush, and you want to be really gentle with, no pun intended, with your metallic pigments because they can crumple. So you just want to be really gentle with them, and I'm pressing that all over my eyelid. And again, taking my blending brush and blending that out. So now that I have finished putting on my eyeshadows, I'm going to go in, I'm going to use that Earthly as my contour. So I'm going to put a little bit of that onto my small tapered brush, and I'm just going to do like I normally do with my blush and bring this down from my hairline down along my cheeks, and this is just going to help kind of frame my face a little bit after flattening everything out with that foundation. And then I like to make my 5 head of actual forehead and kind of slim my nose a little bit. When you go underneath your chin, that gives the appearance of fuller lips, and you go down along your jawline and it just gives you a more chiseled appearance. So there's a lot that you can do with contouring that really allows that definition to be where you want it. I absolutely love it to do just a really nice light contour. So then I'm just taking my powder puff brush and blending out so that way there's not any harsh lines. And then next for my blush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blusher brush and I'm going to go into that darker pink color. It's called Understood. I'm going to put a little bit of that onto my blusher brush, and I'm just going to put that right above where I put that Earthly. And then last but not least, I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to take my highlighter brush and go in with that Gentle, being gentle with it, and kind of just take that right up above that blush. And that, you all, is the best highlight ever. Super blingy, I love it. And then I always put a little bit right there on my lips to kind of define that. What I also like to do is I like to take my brow artist brush and use Earthly to help kind of fill in those brows. So when you do that, what you're doing is helping to frame your face and give you a more youthful appearance. So again, I normally, because I have pretty thick brows, look at this obnoxious hair here. There's another one. What is happening? Because I already have pretty full brows, I just like to fill in right here. And that just makes the biggest difference in really helping to frame my face. So you can see this palette is very, very versatile. I absolutely love it. So now let's go in with that mascara. And again, this is a brand new tube. So I'm gonna kind of hope for the best here because it can be a little much when you get that very first brand new tube. There's all the fibers in the world. So I'm just gonna take that and blink that bad boy on. Oh my goodness, you all, look at these lashes! My lashes are non-existent, so let me go in on the other side real quick and let me do this. One thing I think that really helps is kind of wiggling the wand at the root and kind of pulling it through. So if you feel like you're not getting a ton of fibers, try doing that, because remember, these are Y-shaped fibers and they have to kind of like interlock. So when you do the wiggling, it allows them to interlock, and you're just gonna get really nice, look at that, like super long lashes. This is super easy to remove with soap and water too. So I just like to put on a lot because, like I said, my lashes are non-existent, so I could literally sit here and spend forever putting on mascara, but I won't do that. So if you have any questions about this month's Kudos, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like these types of videos where I talk about the specials of the month and then I show you how to use the products, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that way anytime I post a new video, you are notified. Have a great day.